altitude from 0 latitude. It's a beautiful day. What's today? Friday, 7:55 a.m. And so what's Central Time? So it's 8:55, you guys, if you're in American and Eastern. But it's looking great here. The weather's awesome. We finished recording everything. It was a lot of work, but man, I'm glad it's done. It's just more respect to the actors and everybody out there, all that having to turn it on and be on for the camera and scratch that noise, dude. That shit's fucking annoying. I mean, God, it really is. I don't like that. But they look good. The videos are coming together, so we'll launch them tomorrow. Shirts are still coming in. You can see these are the new ones for the Mid-Earth Crypto 0 Attitude from 0 Latitude. Atticus, be careful with my cords. Addy, you want to come here and say hi to the people? Come say hi. Come here. Come up here. Well, then come up. Get up here. Okay. This is how Atticus talks in the morning, by the way. You're going to scare the people. You're going to scare the people. It sounds like the death growl from hell, but this is the morning I love you. All right, buddy. Okay, go ahead. You see now he doesn't want to leave. All right, brother. Come on, go. Now, we've got a lot of action going on. The majors are taking big moves. It's awesome for crypto in general. 82.14. That's a solid number right now. Litecoin is still kind of lagging behind him, I guess. I want to see Litecoin at 150. But that's still good. You know, it's just a good positive news. It's nice to see growth. Let's see what the date is. Today's the 13th. You know, they've just put so much pressure and reference on the whole tax relief that'll happen after the 17th and yada yada yada, this, that, and the other. I'm hopeful. The Bears are fighting hard right now. It definitely seems like they're going to work when it comes to the big major four pairs right here. Neo just kicking ass. Man, I sold my Neo. I shouldn't have. We make mistakes. That was what I bought Neo with the Tron profits afterwards when I was in Miami, and unfortunately liquidated some. What was I doing with that? I think that was the IOST play, which still was okay, but Neo was obviously better. Let's take a look at IOST. 441. I think I sold out. Yeah, I sold 443 and 427. I guess the other trades were too far back in the trade history to actually show it. Tron, let's take a look at Tron. I know everyone's always going to be asking and worried about Tron. Man, took a nice little look at that candle this morning. It's just somebody wanting a lot of Tron and buying a bunch of it. I bought some yesterday at 500. You know, it hit 485. I just had my buy set for 500 in case, I just do that. And so it hit, which is cool. I hate seeing Tron down this low because my portfolio looks like crap. But we'll take a look at it and show you guys. 10,000, that's fine. That's only because Bitcoin's at 8,200. I need Tron to make a nice push up to, 550, 570, because I've got some buys at 530 also that I made. So buys at 530, buys at 514, buys at 502 and 500 now. I did have a big buy at 502. I forgot about that. So that helps. But like I said, we want to take a nice 10% gain on that one before I actually do anything. So, it's tempting. I guess I could come in here and swing if I was able to catch them. But this was at 3:30 in the morning, my time, 4:30, I guess, Eastern Standard Time. So, if you want to be up at that, I went out last night and I'm suffering for it now. But power, water's the. Gosh, water's life. Oh my man, that was delicious. So, I didn't catch this right here at all at 3:30. Might have sells posted up. Look at that. Shit, I had to sell at 554. How high did they get? No, not that high. Okay, so I do have sells posted up for Tron. As you can see, I actually have a slew of them. Right in here, 554, 10,000, 557, 20,000, 587, 20,000, 618, 689. You guys get the picture. I'm going up incrementally, just kind of gauging it, because really with this coin, you never know how hard it's going to run when it runs. I mean, we have well, let's take a look back a couple days ago. Right here, just for no stupid reason, we were at 430, which I loved it, by the way. It was awesome. And I got sells off at 650, but it hit 689. Like, that's crazy. And I remember putting my sells up at 650, thinking it would never happen. You know, like just long shot the rest of the 20 or 30% that I had of the bag, and it hit. So that's been incredible right now, as far as the explosivity and the volatility of its growth. It's one of the more undervalued coins, I believe, that's on Binance, and the fact that they're going to keep the price down until mainnet launches makes sense, because they can't have the ERC20 token be more valuable than their token. I get that; it makes sense. Okay, some people are saying it's going to dump right when the mainnet launches. Normally, I would say, leading up to something big like that, absolutely sell out beforehand, get your money out, or that's what I would do, at least. Excuse me. It's tough with this one. This is a different kind of concept, because they really have been spending a lot of time keeping this price subdued. You've been able to check the wallets. You guys have all seen the wallets. You know what they're doing. You see how much they're pushing the price down. And the team behind it, man, like it's, I believe in them. I believe in, everybody wants to call it. It's real funny. I don't know if you guys have noticed. December, January, scam coin, scam coin, scam coin. Everything on Reddit was just like how much of a scam coin Tron is. I remember when one whale dumped like a few billion coins, it was Justin Sun's exit scam. I mean, anything they could do to, I don't hear that now. I don't hear anything like that. I've heard pump and dump once or twice, but you're talking about a coin with 30,000 Bitcoin volume usually. Now, right now we're at 10,000, but usually 30,000 Bitcoin volume of action every single day on Binance. That's not a coin that you can pump unless you have mega whales doing things. And I'm not saying that couldn't be happening either. I just don't like that whole ghost whale theory. I like a more organized plan with what the company's going to do. And honestly, that's how they've been the whole time. They've been pretty organized, not necessarily in their PR and their media, but as far as their goals and like what their roadmap is, they've been killing it. They can't do better by me. So let's see if I can read just that. Does that make it different? Oh, that makes it worse, doesn't it? That makes it way worse. Anyway, so I think once they're ready to rip and run, we'll see the actual actions start take to place, and the actual action we want start taking place, and they'll just kind of like let the supply and demand of the coin take over. And I think when they do that, you'll see what happened in December. I mean, it's gonna run, and I could be wrong. I'm gambling that I'm not, and so. We'll see. I'm not gonna say where I want to sell here, but I'm definitely gonna put. You saw those sales; those are the smaller sales that I have. As far as when mainnet launches, probably gonna go into that, shaving off about 50 to 60% of the bag, if it's on a good run up. If it's not on a good run up, I'm just gonna wait and I'll transfer over and then wait for the explosion on their platform. But if we want to come over here, we can look at a couple other big gainers. The biggest one on my list, XRP is on my radar. It scares me still, guys. I mean, I get it. I think all these spikes in here are just rumor spikes about Amazon. That's all that is. Somebody put up some cool articles online. Okay. It's true. Damn. Could be awesome, but I still don't trust the coin at all. I think that the only way that this coin has a successful future in the banking industry is with a stable dollar, just like a USDT or whatever, and it's used on that platform for the banks to send lots of money. And so, gosh, those are pretty big candles, though, huh? Those are 4-hour candles? Wait a minute. 15 hours. Okay. Oh, yeah. That was a good little run, wasn't it? All right, so the ones that were on besides XRP, Neo is just really on it, and EOS. I sold EOS at $8, so I was happy about that. Okay, that's on my favorites. 925. You know, what can you do? Yeah, it would have been nice to get it up here. I don't even know what that price is because Bitcoin has gone up since that, valuation, but I bet you it's somewhere around $10. I could see Neo hitting, or EOS hitting $11. No issues at all. $12. $20 next month, if we're being honest. I mean, Jesus, it's just taking off. Verge still kind of sitting around 1150. It seems to like that. It's settled back from the 1350 number. I'm not in it at all. I sold everything out on the way up when it made its first big spike, and I got mine out at 1037. I don't know. I don't know why it ran so hard. I just couldn't understand why a coin that's amid hacking, confirmation hacking, not allegations, but actual confirmations, and then like weird hard fork, whatever, and I don't know. The partnership is so amazing. We'll see. It's the 13th, Friday the 13th. Damn. Okay. See what happens. I don't know, guys. I mean, honestly, I don't have a good feeling about it. But if you're in it, hold on to it. If you want to, up until the announcement, like right before the announcement, because it could be just the biggest flop ever, and it'll dump right back down to 600-700 sat, and that would be sucky for you guys that are in there at 12 and 1150 and all that kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. I would probably, if it was my position, I would not be wanting to hold on to those coins after the announcement happens, just because it could be nothing. If it is something great, I could always rebuy back in a little bit higher. I lose a little bit of profit, but I don't risk my principal, and I'm much rather prefer to trade like that right now with that kind of coin that's had that kind of volatile growth. So also IOST, I'm out of IOST now, but IOST was awesome, man. It was giving us great swings for a couple 2-3 days there. I mean, I wish I would have been in Verge, obviously, with the money and Neo, but I went to IOST, and hindsight, whatever. Yeah, but I think started buying here, and it gave all kinds of great swings and good just ups and downs. Hopefully you weren't here on the 8th holding at that high range, and hopefully your gun bot didn't like average buy you down on the way down, because that wouldn't be cool. But yeah, I mean, even from the 440s and 400s, it gave us a couple of those yesterday, and yeah, hopefully you guys were able to get those swings in, get some good profits out. And I would definitely be looking to get out of IOST myself in the next, let me take a look at when that is. IOST giveaway competition. Where do I see the date at? I'm retarded and I can't see the date. There it is, competition time. 4:13 UTC. So that's going to be coming up now. Now it's over, huh? When does that finish? Well, let's see what happens, because I could be totally wrong, but I would definitely expect IOST to drop off the face of the earth after the end of the competition on Binance. But I'm not sure exactly the time of that. Anyway, that being said, guys, I wonder if I have anybody here in the podcast with me. How can I tell that? How can I tell? I guess load up Twitch. Macs are pretty cool, man, but they are a little bit of a pain in the butt to navigate. I guess you just gotta get used to them, huh? All right, now it's loading up. So, that being said, I do have a couple little things that we might have coming up in the coming weeks, where we have 2 guests that could possibly be on the show. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to get like a little round table kind of thing going, where we, have a podcast for crypto specifically, and then an open forum where, we just talk, hang out, chill. All right, good. I almost freaked out because I thought that I hadn't hit the stream button on the, that would have sucked. So, other than that, guys, I hope everybody's doing great, having a good morning. I'm going to post this up on YouTube now. Go get a run-in by the river with the dog and try to relax a little bit. I'll come back and see what's going on later. SJW, had some bunch of action yesterday. Wish I would have been paying attention. That sucked. Got my buys in at 6. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get some. But 0.4 volume is 0.44 volume is, that's a fair amount, to be honest, guys. You know, it's that's not chump change. That's, you know, 3 grand, something like that. Somebody just put into that in the last little bit. So stream up and live on Twitch. I wonder when I'm going to get monetized on YouTube. That would be nice because, you know, a little bit of cheddar is never going to hurt anybody, and I wouldn't mind getting some. And it doesn't really matter, I guess. I don't care. 2 new videos. I just posted them up last night. I'll post this one up as well, and we will get going. Netflix, you can see what I was watching, but back to work. There we go. You know, everything looks like it's just going to be on a run up for right now. Not everything, but we've got some. Let's look at the favorites that I blended with. I sold out of ADA. I got out of there at 28. I'm kind of really just waiting. You know, I've got Bitcoin sitting on the sidelines. To be honest, I'm thinking I've got Bitcoin sitting on the sidelines because this big run is nice, but I don't know. I want to see this nice and stable for like a couple days above 8,500, and then I'll feel comfortable going back into alts and playing back and forth. I actually really, you know, Ether's kind of running a lot harder than I thought it would. I'm hoping Bitcoin kind of runs up to 85, but we'll see. I'll get a charting graph up on here in the next podcast for the talk show, and later on today we'll have a whole charting session for you guys set up on the possibilities on the different points where we're at and yada, yada, yada. So that's all I got for today. I hope you guys have an awesome morning. I'll get back on later today. Zero attitude from zero latitude. Peace.